It was about the music and why is it certain issues and with as far as the cultural differences and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I don't know what note we finished off on, but I guess Pop T was listening to the interview and mainly probably wanted to just bring us back and so we can continue on, so we can kind of address certain issues or certain opinions on what we may feel that the problem is and so forth.
And your real big support is with the underground
Yes.
and those people who we could get like a level playing field with. You know, somebody came on with you, we interviewed together, and the subject, for those of you who didn't hear that night, was hip hop versus America.
Yeah.
And I have interviewed about that same subject a couple of times with a couple of people, and I will say the best of the interviews was with Marv and his guest, because we had a three-way, almost like a roundtable discussion about it, and that's where we didn't get to really finish, was because Hip Hop versus America is coming off as a television show of black culture only, and that shouldn't be fair when, if you look up the records and check out the stores, there are more white people now in America buying hip hop than black people because they can get it black market.
Yeah. That's that makes sense also, and you're right. Majority of the kids that are buying rap music are white. They're Caucasians. Now, when the whole race issue came about with that music or hip hop versus the so-called America, those aren't the people that they're interviewing, or those aren't the people that are stepping up and saying, well, I buy this music and I like what they say. But what they're doing is going towards, they're attacking the artists or the industry figures. They're attacking them, which a lot of them in rap music, hip hop, are black. And you know what happens is they say, well, okay, that stemmed from this guy. He made a statement on his show about the basketball team, which one had nothing to do with the other. Then all of a sudden, well, you guys say this in your songs, you guys say this in your songs. It's like I had a discussion with somebody and I let them know that music, quote unquote, started off as expression. Now, if you want to express yourself by standing on your head on the top of a roof, so be it. But I don't feel that they should attack one group according to when they get an itch or something. They should just go ahead and attack what some of these people, they're eating off of this. There's more millionaires out there nowadays because of hip hop music than there's ever been.
But hip hop music, as it came out on Hip Hop versus America, they were making it a black and white issue. It was not an issue where I'm accepted because I buy hip hop music. I'm not black, and I'm never going to be black. See how white I am?
They made it, they didn't necessarily make it an issue. Now, one thing about it, when you look at history, when you take a look at the Black Panther Party, you take a look at some of them other organizations that actually stood up and spoke about something, they attacked them. They attacked them from within, just like a virus. A virus hits your computer, and they attacked it and broke it apart to break it down. Now, when you take hip hop music, what are you gonna do? You're gonna take the most boisterous person, and then you put him in a position to where he has to defend himself. You know what I mean? If you put that person, like you corner a squirrel or something, he's gonna come out trying to fight you like a raccoon.
But go ahead.
What
Doug.
you're saying is they're expressing themselves. Well, these talk shows that you're talking about, I know what you're talking about, I won't mention any names, that's how they made their living, by talking like that.
Exactly.
So one guy gets castrated, but the others don't.
Exactly. Well,
And why should that one guy get castrated and the other guy
well,
don't?
I mean, this is not the first time that some of these guys have actually said what they said on these shows. You know what I mean? He got caught with his pants down.
Yeah.
Bottom line. You know what I mean?
So did Clinton,
And now, really and truly, I didn't care what he might have said. I don't think they should have went to that extreme, but these are the times.
Well, you had one guy quite a few years back, Jimmy the Greek. He said something that got him fired, and he wasn't really putting anybody down. He was just speaking what was the truth at the time. And he got castrated for it. He got fired. But what they're saying is you guys are coming out and you're putting this in your music, and then that's okay. But when somebody else says it's wrong.
if I use that word,
personally, I don't have a...
I have taught my children that is a swear word. You don't use it. There are certain people in this world that I will tell you, I will speak openly.
Bill Cosby and Oprah
There's
came up and told them
certain
to stop if they wanted to. You know, what Bill said was, look, we've come a long way trying to stop using that word, and all of a sudden you guys are making money off of it.
We got to go, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen,
we'll
right
get back to that.
tape,
We're going to
and we will
some
be
footage.
back with a continuation of this discussion.
I got more for you.
I don't want to jump on it.
Welcome back, people. Today's show is sponsored by J.N. Barber, 175 East Main Street. They sponsored the show today, and I'd like to thank them very much. And I'd like to go back to what Tom was saying, and you're absolutely right. One thing about it, I look at the whole freedom of speech thing, the sensitizing, you know what I mean? They had to put the marks on the albums, whether it's rock, whether it's rap, whether it's country and western. You know what I mean? They mark it. You have to mark your music, so that way you can actually have a choice. This country is supposed to be based on choices. Now, if you choose to say a certain word, be prepared to suffer the consequences. You know what I mean? That's on you. Some of the things that were said have been said for decades. You know what I mean? And then when you watch old footage and stuff like that of things that they were saying, with the racial imbalance in this country, you know what I mean? You just say, well, okay, I'll say what I want to say then. You know what I mean? Freedom of speech.
There's not as much of a racial imbalance as you think.
As I think?
As you think, or you may think you know, okay? And that is a personal opinion, again, between you and me.
Yeah.
There's going to be controversy on anything, Polish, Italian, black, Protestant, Jewish, Catholic. There's going to be controversy on every single issue.
Oh, yeah.
But the problem is we're bringing our children into a society where I may do in my house what you may not do in your house because you're into the rap thing, you're into the hip-hop thing, you're into recording it, okay? If somebody says nigger, 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 nigger 55 times in your house in a day, and I'm telling my kids, you can't use that word, it's a swear word, it's okay with your house, why? Why?
Nobody's saying that that's what's being said in all the music. You just what they did was they just target one word. Okay, you guys are saying this. Believe it or not, we have some intelligent individuals that are in hip hop music. There's some
Very intelligent.
Now a lot of people think, well, if we put it, I've heard a statement a long time ago. If we put it in books, they won't never learn it. Now that was referring to black people. Now, believe it or not, we read. So our language barriers are somewhat similar today than they were back then. You know what I mean? A lot of information was hidden. Now there's a lot of information out there. So even take some of my artists, their vocabulary is pretty much unlimited. Now, using that word, you could throw that word out there in maybe a sentence. One time, I listened to the CD the other day. This guy, I heard him say it once. The whole CD, 16 tracks. But yet still they want to take this word. This country basically made it a black and white issue when you target a type of music. You didn't target no other music.
Oh,
but
yes, they
went directly after rap music. That's
they
what
went
they wanted.
directly after rock and roll.
Rap music.
There were songs.
We wasn't bothering nobody.
Songs that the Who put out.
Imus was talking about I don't even mean to say his name, but he was talking about a basketball team, and he made the statement. Then all of a sudden, well, what about rap music? What? One didn't have nothing to do with the other. He was like, where'd that come from? Rap music? We wasn't bothering anybody.
It's not that it has one
We
thing to do with the other.
don't call our women nappy-headed hoes. We don't do that.
No, but that's what his show
That's a
is.
misinterpretation.
That's what his
No,
show
we
is.
don't.
That's
You
what his
call
show
white
is.
people hoes?
No, we don't. I haven't. And there ain't too many people that I do know unless you are. If you're going to wear that title, that's what you are.
That's
you
not
are
what
what
they're
you
saying. They're
eat.
saying
They
it's-
were. They targeted one group of people.
Because they're the only group of people that are getting away with it.
No, getting away with what?
They're saying it. You
We're
can say what you want, but another guy
finally
can't
getting a
say
piece
it.
of the sandwich, man.
Okay, I hope you make
we
a
were
million off
hungry.
it, but you
Finally
can't take it from someone else.
Finally, we've been hungry for years.
I'm
Come
going
on,
to tell
man.
you here
That's
now.
what but I'm just saying, though, think about it now. Out of everything else, look at David.
Think
Let's
about
go back to Elvis
Let's not
Presley.
make it-
Elvis Presley stole the type of music, and it's his. Elvis Presley is the greatest, but he
We
didn't
gotta
even
go
like
to a
black
track,
people,
ladies
man.
and gentlemen. We're going to take a short
Come
break for a
on,
few
come
minutes.
on.
We'll be right back.
We gonna go.
We are. Because I think you're wrong.
That's fine. This is what the panel's for.
It's not right or wrong. You can't let one.
Hello?
Yo, what's good, fam?
What's going on? What's the word?
Yo, I got some good news for you, man.
Okay, okay, talk to me.
We're gonna be making the moves.
Okay, okay.
Something I talked about earlier. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Right, I'm ready. I'm waiting on you. I'm trying to get that money.
all right, definitely, yo. 'Cause we gonna get this, man. My business popping right now. You know, I got some money coming in off the side.
That's what's
You know
good.
what I'm saying?
That's what's good. I'm trying to get a piece of that pie, man. All right. Let me, hey, my girl walking up to me. Come on, holler at me. I'm gonna see you in a minute.
Don't tell me you're studying vegetarian.
I'm saying, you know, look,
Please,
Don't start that.
No, we're supposed to go out right now.
don't stop that. You know.
Come on,
Bills
why-
gotta be paid. Money don't grow on trees.
What is business for you? This is not a business.
It is business. I mean,
Goodness.
I might not get up and put on a shirt and tie every day like that. You know what I mean? I might not get up with the briefcase and
It's
go.
been 4 years you've been doing this thing. What does that?
Oh! I think that's my man right there. What's up, man? What's up, man? All right. That's what's good. Yeah, I'm ready to get
Excuse me, we're having a conversation. Now you're going out with your friend?
Yo, what's 2 seconds, man? Yeah, okay, listen.
No,
I'll be
wait,
back.
we're supposed to go out.
Okay, I will be back in time for us to go
You will be back?
I'll be back in time for us to go
You
out.
always do the same thing. Every single day, every time we're supposed to go out, you always do the same thing. What's wrong with you?
It costs money to make it.
You know what? You know what?
Yo, fam.
It's all right.
We got to roll out.
So we got, I'm
Hey,
ready
it's
to
your
roll for it.
choice. You make your own choice.
Hey,
You make your own choice.
okay.
You make your own choice.
And say what?
Where's my phone?
You're gonna interview all of these people.
Hello?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm all right. What's wrong?
You know, I don't understand what's going on. You know, every time is the same thing. Every single time is the same thing.
Man, you don't need to put up with that, man.
I'm so tired of it. I'm really tired of it.
Don't burn, baby.
Can you come over, please? Because I don't feel good right now. We're supposed to go somewhere. You know, you just.
Don't worry about
But
it.
is she gonna change? But when he's interviewed, they're not gonna.
You alright, bro? You alright?
I'll be alright.
You alright?
Yeah.
Come talk to me. What's up?
Yeah, but is there gonna be a break
I'll be
before I
alright.
go to the class?
How you doing?
I'm alright. What's up with you?
I'm good. It's glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too. So your boy still playing them games, huh?
Hey, you know what? That's his game. He's gonna lose.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be no corporate man like me. I'm trying to get you to the top.
No, you're a
Okay, so
businessman. You know, you know what you want.
But I want you to be for me though.
I mean,
While we interview.
we can try.
them,
We can try.
I mean, you need to leave him alone and come to me.
I mean, we can try.
We can do that though.
Yeah, because I'm tired of it. You know, I'm really
I'll just
tired of
watch
it.
you.
It's like
Yeah,
it doesn't.
man, you know what I'm saying? So all this stuff crazy, man. That's what's
Yo, ho.
You're very pretty.
Who pretty? Yo, cuz you been handling this, right? Who's this?
Man.
Who is it?
Who is this supposed to be?
Let me tell you
Well,
something.
I'm sorry. Don't even, baby, don't even say that.
Why you touching me? You gonna tell me?
Wait a minute, please. Be quiet.
How to treat a lady.
Excuse me. You were supposed to go out. Every time we're supposed to go out, we just take your boy, go whatever you have to do. I do not like it. I'm a woman.
I don't have time for
It's like you don't know how to treat a
like a
woman.
woman, man. She need to be treated like a woman.
time is
Yo, who
money.
are
Man,
you,
you need to
man?
drop that zero.
Please, can you please move?
You make that money, so we make that go out. Hey, look, I'm saying, it's whatever.
We call up a squad.
You know what?
It's whatever.
We call up a squad, but yo.
Can you please leave,
Yo,
please?
son, yo.
I'm gonna call the police.
Come through, bitch. Come through. Talk about baby.
Y'all leave.
You know what? I want you to leave right now.
No,
Take your thing and leave.
forget this,
Please,
yo. Forget
take
this,
your
yo.
thing and leave.
What
I
up?
don't want
I'ma
you to be over no more.
You gonna holler,
We don't
son?
need that, yo.
You alright, babe?
I'm alright.
Leave that chump alone.
Yeah.
You need to drop that zero and come to that hero. You know?
Alright.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have returned. Thank you. And Marv,
Let's go.
let's go.
Yeah.
Tom, you had a subject about music you wanted to
Well,
bring up
I
when
most people think that most music goes through certain stages. Rock and roll lasted about 20 years and then it died off. Even Elvis had to come back and do a show. Disco lasted a generation, and most people think rap's going to last a generation and die out, but a lot of people don't consider it music. They consider it mostly a guy talking to the same old beat. A lot of it sounds the same, whereas you had musicians that had pianos, drums, percussions, brass, and all of that in their music, and this is just an opinion, but what do you think about that opinion as an artist?
I've heard that opinion. I'm gonna touch on the as far as the lasting and the staying power. One thing about this music, I've been watching it ever since I've grown up. I was growing up as a kid, and it's been here. A statement similar to yours was made about a decade, 2 decades ago almost, and it's still here. Far as being musicians and stuff like that, there's a lot of creativity nowadays that's going into it, and a lot of the rap artists are going back to bands, musicians, and stuff like that. and that's what they're doing. So I call it reinventing the wheel. Now it evolves. Every music to me evolves.
It does. I agree with
Either
that.
it evolves into garbage or it evolves into something better than it was. Everybody's trying to outdo each other. When rap first started, it was more about bragging rights. I'm the best bragger. Now it's coming. Who does the best? Who has the most money? Who has the most bling? Who can outshine each other? But it's still all based on who has bragging rights. You know what I mean? I've watched it and to take form into what it is. There was never no rap commercials. There was never no ringtones. It's a $1 billion industry. It's never going anywhere.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's easier to be more successful in a rock group where you've got 4 or 5 artists trying to write a song, or do you think it's easier to get into rap?
It's easier. Well, even getting in the industry is difficult.
What I'm trying to say is there's a lot of people out there doing rap that would not make it as a singer. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're right.
Poets, they'd make it. Singers, they wouldn't make it.
I mean, so that means that you're not looking at rap as any type of art form, which the complexity it is to even write a verse, it takes a lot of work. So these guys really are considered as poets.
Exactly.
Because
I'll agree with
everything
that.
has to rhyme. You can rhyme one line with the second line with the third line. And you know, me as a producer, and I actually have artists of my own, and I sit there with them for hours and what it actually takes to even create a song. You know what I mean? And then you know, what I try to do is make them utilize this. You know what I mean? And what happened is we changed the game. Rap music changed the game for some of your rock groups. It changed the game for some of your opera singers, because it made them realize that, hey, I can run my own business. You know what I mean? We rap music changed that. Rap music made them own their own publisher, made them buy their own masters. It made them do what they were supposed to do as far as educating themselves on the music business. Because when you look at it back in the days, you did a record, you never owned the record.
No.
And on the fast track of making a lot of money quick, get into rap.
Not necessarily.
Yes.
Because
I'm trying to say is it's easier.
so you're saying that rap is really a dumb way to get in the business.
I'm saying it's an easy way to get
It's
into
an
business.
easy way to get in the
easy way.
business.
It's
Why
an
is it
way.
easy?
You don't need to learn how to play an
Because
instrument.
all-
You
Why
don't-
is it easy? Because you
Can
don't
you
need to learn how to.
play
The backbeat's the same on almost
tone?
every song. You know, almost every
Can you
song
play-
sounds the same except for the words.
As far as what the media's pushing out to you.
The beat, whatever I hear on that.
Whatever the
I've heard
media's
and hear.
pushing
Maybe
out
I
to
don't
you.
listen to it, but what I'm saying
Marv,
is
it's
all the songs
programming.
I've heard, they all sound the same except the words change.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
You're not a
Yeah.
stupid guy. You're a producer. You have your own artists. You're able to sit here and carry on an intelligent conversation about hip hop and rap.
Exactly. Hip hop is a culture.
You put
What's the
hip hop?
difference?
Hip hop is a lifestyle. When people look, when you look at rappers, okay, you have rappers that quote unquote the media pushes out to you. Okay, you have this rapper here. Those are the same individuals that they put out there to speak for hip hop. But they haven't. Hip hop people live this graffiti, breakdancing, the whole art form. You know what I'm saying?
They know
It's a
all the
lifestyle.
whole circle.
Okay.
Just like okay, even your dress code, everything about it, everything about that particular individual.
That's any
hip-hop.
music. Most of the people who wrote music wrote stuff on what they've lived.
Exactly. So I mean, you can't sit here and say that by what you might have heard. Y'all looking through a window. If you look through a window and you see 2 people wrestling in the middle of the street, you may think they're fighting, but they may be wrestling, just playing.
Ladies
gotta go
and
to a
gentlemen,
video.
we have to go to a video. We'll be right back.
I'm gonna get to
I-
your question in a second.
I really got to know the answer to that question because, you know, then I got to get to the kids. We got
No phone calls, no more laughing. The silence is just nagging, nagging. Why you treat me this way? Why you do me so wrong, babe? Why you fill me you leave. 'Cause I always see your face in my mind every day, all the time. Why won't you let me be? No, 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 no. You ain't gonna make me go. Make me go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you waited, anticipated. Now she is finally arrived. My girl, baby.
Okay, we're back again. That was one of my artists, Vicky. Vicky grew up listening to R&B, oldies, and stuff like that. Her parents are very into the oldies, 70s, 80s, and stuff like that. So that gives Vicky, that's what type of music Vicky's interested in. So what I try to do as her producer, manager, vice, so forth, running the label, is find her spot. If she's supposed to sing rock and roll, I would put her in rock and roll. If she's comfortable singing R&B and stuff like that, that's where you put her at, because you're not gonna get the same out of an individual if you stick them where they're not comfortable.
Right, you have to put an artist where they're comfortable, or you're not going to get the quality of music that you could really pull from their talent.
Yeah.
How's she doing?
She's doing pretty good. We've been doing shows, and I'm getting ready to get her back out there. We kind of sat down for a minute to take care of some internal things, and then we'll be back on it.
Has she got a CD or anything out?
Not yet. I'm working on her album now. I got other artists that I'm working on their material also. Right now we're really focusing on the marketing and promotions and the things. And that's another thing I wanted to touch on also, was when people decide to put something out there. If I told you peanut butter and jelly is great, every day on TV, you'll actually start to believe that peanut butter and jelly is great. You know what I mean? If I wanted you to believe that the N-word is used in all rap music, I'm going to play the songs that the N-word's used in to make you think that all the other rap music has the N-word in it.
Okay. That's where we come to a big issue that I would really like to bring up today before I lose enough time. I teach my children, you don't use it. I don't care what the situation is. Now I've got a 10-year-old listening to iTunes that they can get free songs from, and the cool thing is to sing hip-hop or rap.
But see,
that's
now
wrong.
one thing about it is, okay, you've taught them the difference between. Now, if everybody sat back and taught their children, now even when you used to go in the store and actually get to purchase a CD, Walmart, Target, they have to sell clean material. So you have, and as Americans, quote unquote, we have choices over here. So you have the choice whether you want to buy this particular type of music or you want to buy this particular type of music. That's strictly up to you. You know what I mean? But to tell a group of people, you can't use this word. You can't say that. There's no freedom of speech then.
No. Why
freedom of speech go out the window.
No,
because you know why it's more accepted with us? You know why I'm gonna get to that. You know why it's accepted with us is because we've been called it for so many years. We just made it work for ourselves. That's why. Yes, we did.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. If we use it, we
didn't even invent the word. We didn't invent the word, but yet and still, even I'm gonna tell you something. I grew up in the projects. No, listen for a second. I grew up in the projects, right? I lived in one set of projects and another set of projects. I went to the war. I fought for this country, right? And then yet and still, I still have to fight to even get the same thing that you two may get. You understand what I'm saying? I qualify how? Once the bank manager come down and look at me, once the bank manager come down, they wouldn't even give me $2,000. I'm a vet. I'm a war vet. That's what makes it so bad.
They don't give me $2,000 either.
This is reality. This is reality.
No,
let's change reality. We can't live in
blaming white people.
I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming anybody for my problems.
Yes,
How would I blame anybody when I'm a man? I'm telling you.
We used that name for so many
We
years.
didn't make the word up. We never made that word up. Where did the word come from?
I didn't make it up either.
It didn't come from us. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you two. I'm not saying you two. I'm saying look at history. Where'd the word come from? Where'd the word come from? We still paying for it.
Why do I have to pay for it?
Why do we gotta fight for something what we believe in all the time? You tell me that.
Nobody's telling you have to fight for anything.
Yes, we do. She said, well, why are they making it black versus white?
I don't think she made the point across. I don't think she got the...
When this guy came out and said what he said, well, let's look at rap music. This is what they say. Why you just can't say, well, what do you do as an individual? Why you say, well,
Let me put it a different way.
Let's say me.
You're publishing black.
Let's say me.
Let's put it a different way. Let's put it a different way.
Because I've helped youth. The young brothers that's on my camp, they've been with me since they were 17. They're productive citizens. Who cares what they say on their music? It's there.
Hold on one second.
You have the choice not to buy it. You have that choice.
Listen to this. Listen, hold on. When the Italians, the Polish, and the Irish came over here, they were at the brunt of every joke in the world. Nothing ever happened. One guy jokes about a black guy and he goes to jail or loses his job.
Look,
why is that?
Right.
Why is that? Because they didn't.
Another thing is, I didn't have any slaves. I didn't have any slaves, nor did my great-great-great-grandfather. But you're saying I still owe you for the slaves. You're saying I still owe you for that.
I don't say they owe me anything.
They all say that we got to pay them back. I didn't do nothing.
Get out my way.
If you can get a job, I got no problem with it.
Let me say what I want to say.
Because my grandparents said Jews in their basement.
Freedom of speech. This is
they
supposed to be a free.
Well, then why did Hymas get fired for that then if he was freedom of speech? Why did Jimmy the Greek lose his job?
CBS looked at how much media attention they were getting, and it was negative. That's why they
negative.
But he turned around and got another job a few months later.
Negative.
Making the same one. Exactly.
Negative.
Because
why?
really and truly, this country thrives off of controversy.
It does thrive off it.
Thrive off the controversy. But I'm saying is, I should be free to say what I want to say.
So should we.
I serve this country.
So should we.
And I'm not. Why not? Have you done your homework on this place? Are you kidding me?
My kids have to do a whole month of Black History.
Are you
we got to go to a video. Sorry to interrupt you guys. We got to go back to a video.
They incorporated Black history in the 80s. They didn't have to do nothing until the 80s. We fought for that until the 80s. You didn't have Black history in schools.